What's up everyone, this is a guide on how to complete the Fate of the Morningstar Telltale and where to find all the journals. Before we get started, the timestamps are in the description. Also, you should have at least one completion of all the Telltales before this one. I listed them in order with links to my guides of each one in the description. Alright, to get started you'll have to pay a visit to the ferryman. Do that however you'd like. Once you're on the ferryman's ship, head up the stairs on the right and you'll find the Telltale book on his left. Vote on that and let your journey begin. The ferryman will begin to talk for a while and the Telltale book will be added to your map radial. Open that up and flip to page 1. Within that paragraph, an island will be mentioned. In my case, that was Marauder's Ark. I've also seen Kraken's Fall. Regardless of which island you get, the steps will be similar. Once you've determined the island, head there. When you get there, head to the highest point of the island and look for this old tree. Then go to the base of it and dig. You should be able to find the ferryman's sarcophagus. Within that sarcophagus, you'll find an enchanted lantern. Okay, so for the next step, you'll need to flip to page 5 in the Telltale book. There, you'll see another location mentioned. For example, mine mentions the south sands of Old Faithful Isle. Yours could be different, but you'll be following roughly the same steps regardless of the location you're at. But before we do the next step, I'll show you where all the journals are. We can actually find all of them on Old Faithful Isle, so if that's where your page 5 tells you to go, you're in luck. If not, don't worry, just head to Old Faithful Isle anyways. Once you get there, look for this beach on the south side. That's where we'll start. From there, follow my path to find the first journal. You'll know you're in the right place when you see a white flag. Alright, after you've read the first journal, turn and look west. Now you can follow my path from here as well. I'll actually show you where the fourth journal is next, just because it's on the way to the second journal. After you've read the fourth journal, turn around and follow my path again to the second journal. Okay, now to find the third journal, hop down and continue to follow my path. You'll find it within one of the eye sockets of the Kraken skeleton here. Alright, and finally for the fifth journal, head back up to the fourth journal. If you don't remember where that is, don't worry, here's my path. Once you've arrived at the fourth journal, follow this path to the final journal. I'll show you some landmarks along the way in case you get lost. Alright, now that you've read all the journals, go to the location that was mentioned on page 5 of your Telltale book. In my case, that was the south beach of Old Faithful Isle. I've also seen the north beach of Kraken's Fall. If you have a different location for me, that's alright, because you'll be doing similar actions. Alright, starting from the beach that was mentioned on page 5, hold up the Enchanted Lantern. You should be able to see some skeletons walking onto the shore. For most of this Telltale, you'll be tracking footsteps on the ground using this Enchanted Lantern. If you ever see the footsteps on the ground end, just keep walking in the direction that they were going in and you should be able to find more footprints. Alright, head in the direction that the skeleton was pointing. There you'll see 3 pirates around a campfire. They will suddenly flee and you'll need to use your lantern to follow their footsteps. Eventually you'll see the 3 sets of footprints diverge. Essentially what you'll be doing is tracking down each of these footprints, seeing what happened to them and then freeing their souls. I'll show you what it's like for the pirate named Dinger first. If you're on Old Faithful Isle, follow the 2 sets of footprints that go left. If you're on Kraken's Fall, follow the footprints that go north. In the case of Old Faithful Isle, you'll see the 2 sets of footprints split eventually. Follow the footprints that go right to see what happened to Dinger. There you'll see him fall off a cliff. Make sure you have full health because you'll need to hop down there with him. Then you'll see the skeletons putting his soul in a chest. From there, follow the skeleton's footprints. You'll notice that there are 2 sets of footprints. That's because one skeleton is going to hide the chest and the other is going to hide a key. Eventually those footprints will diverge and you'll have to decide which one to track first. It really doesn't matter which one you do first because you'll have to track them both eventually. So in my case, I followed the footsteps that went left. At the end of the trail, I found a skeleton bearing Dinger's soul. Dig there to find the chest. Once you've done that, you can just leave it there. Okay, now you'll need to head back up to where you first saw the 2 sets of skeleton footprints split. Follow the path you didn't follow before. If you found the chest first, then at the end of this path, you'll see what the skeleton did with the key. As you can see, the skelly launched it out of a cannon. Move the cannon to match the spirit cannon. Then launch yourself out. Somewhere on the ocean floor, you'll see something shining. That'll be the skeleton key. Grab that and head back to where you left the chest. Then you can use the key to open the chest and free Dinger's soul. Alright, now head back to where you saw the 3 pirates having a campfire. Follow their steps back to where they split up. The next step will be to free Fontaine's soul. You'll basically be doing the same thing you did for freeing Dinger's soul. If you're on Old Faithful Isle, go left again. If you're on Kraken's Fall, follow the footprints that go west. Now for those of you who are on Old Faithful Isle, you'll follow the footsteps to where Fontaine and Dinger split up. Go left this time to follow Fontaine's path. Now you'll be doing the same thing you did with Dinger. Follow the footsteps and then eventually the marks left from Fontaine being dragged to where he was killed. Then follow the skeleton footprints to find the chest and the key. The footprints of the key will lead you to this hanging cage. Use the lever next to the campfire to lower the cage, then you can get the key from the cage. Then you can use the key to open the chest and free Fontaine's soul. Okay, now for the last time, head back to where the 3 pirates split up. For this final step, you'll need to free Captain Eli Slate's soul. This one will be slightly different. On Old Faithful Isle, follow the footprints that go right. On Kraken's Fall, follow the footprints that go south. Eventually, you'll see the captain fighting a skeleton lord. Keep following the footprints and then you'll see his defeat. From there, follow the skeleton footprints to find the scene where they put his soul in a chest. Next to that scene will be a map on the ground with an X showing where the chest was buried. But first, follow the footsteps to see what happened to the key. Then hop into the water to find the key. If you're on Kraken's Fall, you should be able to find the key somewhere around here. Then if you go east, you'll be able to find the chest over here. If you're on Old Faithful Isle, bring the key back to where you saw the map. You can follow my path to find the chest. Once you found the chest, free Captain Eli Slate's soul. Now, all you have to do is head back to the ferryman. You can do that however you want. Then just walk up to the ferryman and he'll begin to speak. Now you should have all but 2 commendations completed. The main one remaining requires that you complete this tall tale 5 times. I know that sounds like a lot, but you won't have to read the journals for this tall tale again, since you should now have that commendation completed. Alright, there you have it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments or in the Discord. The link for the Discord is in the description. I hope this was able to help you complete this tall tale and earn you some new cosmetics. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos and live streams. I live stream right here on my channel nearly every Friday and Saturday at 9 PM Central. Come say hello. See you in the next one.